Hello and welcome to episode 58 of the Kicking Back podcast. Today we have Amber Prothero returning in the building to have a wee chat. Hello, Amber.
Hello, Brad.
How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm not going to lie. I'm feeling a bit tired.
Yeah, I think we've established we're both very much on the same page.
We're on a low level vibe today.
We need to get our brains working a little bit, don't we?
I think this will perk us up a little bit, I hope.
Get that adrenaline pumping.
Or it'll just be an unbelievably boring
episode of
this podcast.
Yeah.
So you're our first returning guest.
I honestly, you told me that before. I feel very, very privileged.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm very lucky.
I never thought I'd see the day, but this day has arrived.
It has arrived. So 9 or 10 months later.
Yeah, so you were episode
37.
30 something. 27.
You.
So it's been a whole 31 episodes.
It has.
So quite a few months.
And about 9 months. I counted this morning because I was trying to figure it out. And it was June that I was here last.
Right.
And it's now March.
Thank you for telling me what month we were in.
I feel like you needed it.
I honestly wouldn't have known. So what's been going on, Amber? What has
been going on? I feel like a lot and a little.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like when I actually count the things that have happened, it doesn't seem like a lot, but I feel like a lot of time has passed and I have changed quite a little bit since I was last here.
Yeah, I mean, you
changed for the better.
You've put out quite a few little singles and things.
I have put out quite a bit of music. I've written a lot of new music. I've had a couple of headline shows. I don't think I'd had a headline show the last time I'd spoken to you and saw you.
Yeah.
So I had my first ever headline at the O2 Islington in London.
Very nice.
Which was last October.
How was that?
It was cool.
Yeah.
It was an experience. I think playing those kind of music venues where you've got a whole band behind you, which I'm not always used to, is quite different to when you're just playing with keys or guitar.
Sure, yeah.
But it was great because it was basically, it's hilarious. Every time I have a gig now, it's like rent a crowd. It's just like get as many friends and family. No fans, just friends and family. Get as many friends and family down. So it was like all my best friends at the front, which was hilarious.
That's delightful.
I'm pretty much the same. I played the Camden Assembly in London as well in February. So that was only a month ago.
Nice.
Last month. Just over a month ago now.
And how was that one?
It was also very good. And also a lot of friends and family there, which was cool.
You say you don't have any fans, but you have at least 2 fans, and that's me and James. And maybe George, but I can't speak on George's behalf. Woo! Okay. You hear James at the back there.
Yeah, maybe George is a fan. I don't know.
We'll say 2.5.
Cool.
Fans.
But like, you know what I mean? Fans there, like fans present at the gig.
Yeah.
So it'll happen. It's just taking its time.
It's fine.
And I guess friends of friends are technically fans, I guess, if they come and support and they want to come and see you.
If they enjoy it, they're a fan.
They're a fan.
That's what I would say. That's where I draw the line.
Okay. Well, then in that case, maybe I have a few fans.
Yeah. So I guess, since then, some people may have not come across your episode. We've got some new people in the house.
Exactly.
So how would you describe yourself, Amber? Who the hell are you?
Who the hell am I?
Who are you?
Well, I would say pop soul. That's like the best way to describe my kind of vibe. I always say pop soul. I think the last time I was here, I might have even said jazz soul.
I think you
potentially
did throw that in there, yeah.
Yeah, whereas I think it's definitely kind of heading in the more kind of pop direction.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Naturally. So yeah, pop soul artist. I'm an independent artist. I've been releasing music original music for a good 3-4 years now.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of music out and a lot more to come out. I've got a new song out now called Giving You All My Love, which is the kind of latest song from the upcoming EP. And it's definitely more poppy and a bit funky as well.
A bit funky.
I would say it's got a bit of fun. Wouldn't you say, James?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funky as hell.
Yeah.
Of course, you've done a little live session with us. You've played these delightful songs. They sound great, by the way.
Thank you.
They sound great. I'm looking forward for the release for them.
Yeah, I know.
So tell me, if people were to find you on the internet, what 3 artists would you say you're drawing influence from?
Oh, this question.
What kind of area
I feel like it changes all the time.
Where are we at the moment?
So at the moment, I would say the direction we're going is, as I say, the kind of pop funk soul. So with that in mind, I feel like a little bit of influence from Bruno Mars.
Okay.
A little bit of Bruno Mars in there, but more so his most recent project with Anderson .Paak.
I love
An Evening with Silk Sonic.
Yes.
Particularly that one, Giving You All My Love. Like there's a lot of kind of funky bass lines. So I think I love Bruno Mars, and I always have done, particularly like his older kind of pop.
Yeah.
Like 24 Karat Magic, all that kind of stuff. I used to like bop in the car on the way to school. I love Bruno Mars. But as I say, particularly more the kind of funk soul, most recent stuff. I'm super into Mahalia at the moment. I don't know if you know Mahalia.
How do you spell that one?
Mahalia.
And what's the vibe?
She's kind of like, again, pop kind of soul. But she's, I mean, if you don't know her, I feel like you should definitely check her out because she's really cool.
Where should I start? Is there an album?
She's got EPs out. I don't know if she's got a full album out, but she's in the process of releasing singles, which makes me think that there might be some sort of album on the way. I just think she's kind of got a really different voice, like the tone to her voice. I love it. It's like addictive, and I love her songwriting as well. Like her lyrics are it's very almost, it's not spoken word, but it's very wordy in terms of her songs. So like, and I'm super into listening to the lyric side of songs, as opposed to necessarily the melody all the time. So Mahalia is someone I'm super into at the moment. And someone who I have continued to be, and I think I probably mentioned his name last time I was here, is JP Cooper.
Yes, we had so Wayne Ellington a few weeks ago. He does all like the choir arrangements and all the vocal stuff for JP. Okay,
well there you go. So
we're trying to snag JP for the podcast.
Oh my god,
it's in the pipeline.
That would be my life made. Can I come and pretend I work here? Well,
you can co-host with us on that one.
I would die. I mean, I've met him. So that was going to be my little anecdote. The first time I ever saw him, I think he might have been signed, but it was like early days. And when it was like, I was living in Bristol and he played this tiny little church in Bristol.
Okay.
And like, obviously when you've got the stage and all the people are kind of up at the front, it was like half the room was filled. And he was with his band and he was just like, I was just absolutely blown away. His voice.
Oh,
and then consequently, I've seen him twice more. So I've seen him approximately 3 times.
Approximately,
but I'm not sorry about it because I think he's bloody brilliant.
Yes, his voice is just,
and he's just got that voice that silk, and it just kind of makes the hairs stand up, particularly live. I think he's amazing. So if you get that sorted, Brad, you heard it here, guys.
I've made a promise now, haven't I?
I will be co-hosting. And then I'll be that weirdo that's like, I have met you, do you remember?
Remember me?
Because I don't really get starstruck, I don't think.
No.
And yet when I first met JP and he wasn't even that big, I was like, hi, I love your songs. And it was just like, I felt the kind of, the nerves in my voice when I was speaking to him. And then I got a picture as well.
Yeah. It's so funny, like why is it that we all fall apart when there's...
I know,
they're just people.
I know, they're just people.
They're just bloody people.
I know. So, I'm sure if I met him again, I wouldn't be a pile of nerves. I'd be like...
You'd be a bit more rigid this time.
Hi.
Remember me?
We have met already. So I'd say, Mahalia, Bruno Mars. I love, as I say, An Evening with Silk Sonic, that kind of era for him.
Yeah.
And actually, one of my songs, Confident, which I played you last time and then this time as well, there's this section in it which is like the
little breakdown.
That bit, breakdown. Yeah. And I actually was listening because I was trying to think of something that would be really cool and a little bit different to go in that bridge part. And it was Anderson .Paak that I would like listening to a bit, and I was like, something kind of spoken, like he does that really like groovy, like stank face.
Stank face.
That like I kind of used as a bit of inspiration for that little breakdown. So I feel like it's a very apt inspiration. So
you've moved up to Manchester.
I have.
How exciting!
I was actually born in Manchester, But
Were you?
Yeah, I was. I was born.
Where were you born?
I don't know, but I just know it was in Manchester.
You don't know where you were born?
I don't. I just know it was in some Manchester hospital, but I'm not like,
okay.
which hospital.
Technically, you are a Manc.
I know.
Technically.
I don't sound like one.
No, you really don't.
I know.
We might be able to knock that out of you, though.
Yeah, give me a few years.
A bit of northern charm in there.
Give me a few years.
You'll be fine.
And then obviously last time I saw you, I was living in Chester with my parents, which is where I grew up. And now I'm back.
So how are you finding the big city? Well, the second big city.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's early days. I've only been here for about 8 weeks.
Sure.
So it's kind of like end of January, early Feb. So I'm kind of slowly discovering some of like the city's kind of, little golden nuggets, shall we say?
Yeah.
I went to an open mic for the first time the other day in Manchester at the Whiskey Jar.
It's a great open mic.
Which I went to kind of scope it out because I felt I didn't want to go there straight away
and just
sing.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a planner, and I'm a bit like, OCD is the wrong word, but I get a bit like, I like to know what's
going on.
Yeah, I like to know what's going on. So I went to have a little scope out, and it was great vibes. There was a lot of amazing artists, and obviously it's got all like the fairy lights and stuff.
Nice in there, man.
And it was cool. So
I
enjoyed it.
I think I don't know, most of the people that we've had on have been at that
open mic, yeah. Whiskey Jar.
It's a rite of passage.
Yeah, so I feel like that needs to happen soon, because I think that would just be cool to meet some people, know where some other cool open mics are.
Yeah, of course.
Because I love open mics. Like I used to do them again. I think last time I was here, I told you that I lived in Paris for a little while, and I did literally every open mic that city had to offer, and I was doing it every week. And I haven't discovered that yet in Manchester, so I'd like to spend some time, finding the cool nights to go to.
And are you planning on booking a Manchester gig?
I would love to book a Manchester gig, but I don't really know where to start.
I'll give you some recommendations. Not now, because I could just list new names. There's this one, and this one.
And there's also this one. Yeah, no, that would be really good, because I kind of feel like I would definitely be able to hold an event.
Oh, easy.
I've got enough songs. I've got a band. Got a gig actually in Liverpool.
Where are you playing?
I'm playing at the Arts Bar, Liverpool Arts Bar.
I think I've heard of that, yeah.
On the 9th of April, and I'm kind of got a few of my friends / a few people I didn't know forming a band for the Northwest gigs, because I've got a band in London.
Okay.
Some friends of mine, but obviously, what's that?
Oh, the gig's already happened, Amber.
Yes, of course. 9th of April, which was last week.
The gig went really well,
didn't it? So well with the band.
It was absolutely rammed.
And it was rammed. And I played amazingly well.
I'm sure you did.
The next thing is the Manchester gig, definitely.
We'll get you sorted.
Yeah.
We'll put you a little contact list. We'll throw you in there. Oh, James. Horrible noises in the background.
This day is going so well, isn't it? We're all on the same page today.
We're all very low energy today, aren't we? Well, you know what, Amber? Let's not fuck around.
No, let's get straight to it, shall we?
So, people at home, Amber's done a lovely little live session for us. I hope you enjoy it. And we'll be back talking about the tunes afterwards and what Amber's got coming up in the future. So we will see you in a second.
Hi guys, my name is Amber Prothero, and I'm going to run you through some of my songs. This first one is called Mama Jane, and I hope you like it. Mama Jane, Mama Jane. Mama Jane, Mama Jane. Feels like I've been under the weather for a while now. Don't know which way's left, which way's right. I'm upside down, lost touch with myself. Not sure what's up, my mind's spinning on a merry-go-round. Ooh, ooh, ba-da-da-da. Ooh, ooh. the station. I gotta get home to Mama Jane, 'cause she knows just what to say. Mama Jane, Mama Jane. Mama, I gotta rush home to Mama Jane, 'cause she knows how to save the day. Oh, Mama Jane, she takes the pain away, 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 away. Oh my, all I do is toss and turn at night. All I hear is silence and white noise. It's keeping me up, driving me mad. I need some wise words from my mama and dad. Hey, ooh. To the station, I gotta get home to Mama Jane, 'cause she knows just what to say. Mama Jane, Mama Jane. Mama, I gotta rush home to Mama Jane, 'cause she knows how to save the day. Oh, Mama Jane, she takes the pain away, 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 away. Yeah, yeah, oh. Jane, Mama Jane. Mama, Mama. Mama Jane, Mama Jane. Thank you. Thank you very much. So that one's out now. That one's called Mama Jane. The next one I'm going to do is a song called Confident. I actually did this last time I was in the RecRooms, but I did the kind of full track original version. The original version. That's a good one. So I thought it would be apt to do a little acoustic version of this, especially because it's the title track of the EP that's coming out over the next couple of months. This one's called Confident, and it's a little acoustic version for you, and I hope you like it. Me out here shining like no other, the best dress from head to toe. I'll thank my mother. Cut to my knee, a little shoulder to discover. Had some curves that make the boys and girls start to stutter. Wearing my best perfume, check my reflection in the mirror in the bathroom. It must be spring because it's ladies in full bloom. Yes, I'm always at Jessica Rabbits from the cartoon. I think about what everybody's got to say. I'm doing my thing, doing it my own way. Now think about what everybody's got to say. Walking down the street like I'm on the damn runway. The runway got me feeling confident, confident, confident. Yeah, I'm feeling confident, confident, confident. Yeah, I'm feeling confident, confident, confident. Yeah, I'm feeling confident, confident, confident. Don't need attention all the side eye from a man. I'm trying to be rude, but I've already got my own plans. Just me and a glass of wine, and I'll be out way past 9. And for some me time, looking fine in the meantime. And here I got the best view. And people watching over here on what they're going through, making me smile that I'm out here alone. Feeling good that I'm happy flying solo. Now think about what everybody's got to say. I'm doing my thing, always doing it my own way. My own way, my own way. Now think about what everybody's got to say. Walking down the street like I'm on the damn runway. Yeah, got me feeling confident, confident, confident. Yeah, I'm feeling confident, confident, confident. Yeah, I'm feeling confident, confident, confident. Yeah, I'm feeling confident, confident, confident. Hey, hey.
Don't overthink, just trust what's in your mind. Your alter ego breaking, I keep your spirit alive. You're always trying to keep it low-key and keep it refined, but I can see that bad bitch energy behind your eyes. I know if you look inside, you'll find that confidence. I know if you dig real deep, you'll find that. I know if you look inside, you'll find that confidence. I know if you dig real deep, you'll find that confidence. Yeah, you're feeling, hey, you're confident. Yeah, I'm feeling confident.
Thank you. So that one was Confident, and it's out already, and the EP will be out very soon. We're just going to swap over to some track, so we'll be back with you in a second.
Waiting for the train, we're standing in the rain, but we don't give a damn. Funny how I change when you say my name. I can tell that you give a damn. Headed to a place that's new for you. You and me, happy as can be, on our way to see something that we've only seen on the big screen in the movies. It's midnight in Rome, while we roam the streets, throw a penny in the fountain. You have got me grounded. I was looking for love, and I found it in you. Hold me by the hand, we got the whole day planned. We'll take a grand tour of the city. You looking at me, you're looking pretty. Ay. 10 p.m. now, walking through the crowds, candlelit dinner by the river. We're staring at the moon, let's call it a moon river. It's midnight in Rome. While we roam the streets, throw a penny in the fountain. You have got me grounded. I was looking for love, and I found it in you. Slow dancing in our hotel room. This'll be long lasting. I can say it as truth. Oh, slow dancing. Yeah. With your hands around my heart, I know you'll never be too far. I said it's midnight in Rome, while we roam the streets, throw a penny in the fountain. You have got me grounded. I was looking for love. It's midnight in Rome, while we roam the streets, throw a penny in the fountain. You've got me grounded. I was looking for love, and I found it in you. I was looking for love, and I found it in you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That one was called Midnight in Rome. It's out now. And this fourth and last song that I'm going to do for you guys is also very recently out. It's called Giving You All My Love. And I hope you like it. Thanks so much for having me, the Kicking Back podcast.
Through every high, every low, all of the things that I should have known, looking for light in the darkest skies. Took every hurt and every blow, up in the air, no control. I wasn't ready for all these lies. I had no single place to hide, 'cause he found a way into my mind. So I left it all and I crossed the line. I won't be the last to ever leave the past behind. You showed up and you gave enough for me to break down walls. You were there to break my fall. Now I see my insecurity won't be the death of me. No, no, no. So I'm giving you all my love. Giving you all my love. Giving you all my love. Giving you all my love, giving you all my love. Now and then I get vulnerable, all in my head, emotional. I carry these scars for the rest of my life, but I have no need to run and hide, 'cause you found your way into my mind. I'll give it all and I'll cross the line. I won't be the last to ever leave the past behind. You showed up and you gave enough for me to break down walls. You were there to break my fall. Now I see my insecurity won't be the death of me. Oh no, no, no. So I'm giving you all my love, giving you all my love. Giving you all my love, love. Giving you all my love, giving you all my love. I said I'm gonna give it to you, to you, to you, to you.
Thank you very much.
Where can people find you online?
People can find me typing in my name, which is Amber Prothero. Prothero is spelled Prothero. People often get that wrong. So yeah, go and find me. And if you want to, I would love it if you stream my music. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Amber. Welcome back to episode 58 of the Kicking Back podcast. You just heard a wonderful live set from our guest today, Amber Prothero. Well done, Amber. Woo! So, Amber, take us through the set.
Yeah.
You know, what the songs, what they're about.
Yeah.
How they came to be.
Cool. So the first one, I did a little acoustic version of Mama Jane.
Yes.
So Mama Jane, it sounds completely different to that little version I did just now. Just because it's, again, super funky, very upbeat. And that was the first... You're very lucky because this is the first time I've ever played an acoustic version of Mama Jane.
So it's an exclusive.
It's an exclusive.
A worldwide exclusive.
Exactly. Because I thought it'd be quite cool to do that one. It came out last summer, I think now. It's, last August. So a few months after I saw you last time. It is actually written about my lovely mother.
Oh.
So her name is Sally Jane. So Sally Jane Prothero.
Hello, Sally, if you're watching. And
she is just like my best friend in the whole world, and my sister as well. Just got to throw that in there. before she tells me off.
I thought you meant she's your mum and your sister though.
No. It's in, like, and my sister's my best friend, but my mum is like my person, you know, like when you have your person.
Yeah.
She's my person. And her name is Sally Jane, so Mama Jane. It's obviously technically not strictly the truth because she's not called Jane, but her middle name is Jane. And it's just about kind of feeling a bit down, not really sure what's going on. And always, for me at least, going home and being with your mum and dad sometimes is just like what you need. It's like a warm hug and a warm cup of tea at home. So hence, I gotta get home to Mama Jane. So that's that one. And she loves it. It's like her anthem. And
Do you ever think like it's strange to think like, you know, if we have kids or whatever, like
they might do that.
And you're like, you're gonna have to be that person with someone else.
Exactly.
It's a strange thing.
It's a strange thing. I would love that if I had musical children and they wanted to write songs about me. Hopefully good songs.
Not just slagging you off.
Not just slagging them off.
Yeah.
But my mum loves that and I also love it because every time I sing it makes me really happy. And it's about Mama Jane. So that's that one. That's the first one I did.
Yeah.
The second one I did a little cheeky acoustic version of Confident.
Which you did last time.
Which I did last time because I was trying not to repeat myself from last time. But I thought it is different. Last time I sang it with track as it was, you know, as it was released. And there is also an acoustic version out of Confident, but it's on the guitar. So I was like, let's do it on keys and
shake it up a little bit.
Shake it up a bit.
Yeah.
So again, worldwide exclusive of Confident with keys.
We are so lucky today, aren't we?
I know. Wow. So that was Confident. And I'm for anyone rewatching and knows the story already. Sorry to bore you, but that song, it's kind of like an empowering song for me. So it's like I wrote it even when I wasn't feeling like 100% confident, sexy, cool in myself. It was kind of like I wanted a song that whenever I sang it made me feel really like good about myself.
Yeah.
So got me feeling confident. That's
and the
literally
video,
the chorus.
The video is...
And the video is out now. Thank you.
It wasn't out when we did it.
It wasn't out last time. So yeah, that whole kind of project, music video, everything was incredible, but also incredibly stressful. So I'm very happy that that's out now, and that's like a chapter that's very much kind of closed out. And you know, I think it got to the point with the video where I had gone into so many editing sessions and seen so much of the footage and heard the song. So not only from kind of recording vocals, listening to it to edit, to then get it mixed, mastered, whatever. I then also heard it a million more times doing the edit for the music video.
Yeah.
So I got to the point with the song where I was like, I actually just can't listen to it anymore.
Yeah, it happens.
I hate that song.
It does happen, doesn't it?
But I've come full circle and now I love playing it and I love listening to it, and I also love watching the video back because, as I say, it kind of, looking back on it, gave me a bit of stress just because the day was quite stressful. We tried to squeeze a lot in. One day of filming.
How would you, I guess for the people that haven't seen it, how would you describe what's going on in the video?
It's very kind of summery vibes. Obviously the song itself is quite upbeat, quite fun. Again, it's got like that funky bass line in there. So it was very much a case of filming it in May in the hopes that the weather was as summery as possible, which was in itself, I think, such a stress because obviously it's like, you know, when you get married, like I think when my mum and dad got married, it was also in like May, June, and they were like hoping for this summer wedding and it rained the whole day. And I was just praying that didn't happen. And funnily enough, as we were driving to Liverpool to shoot the video, it was hailstoning and like full on. I've never seen rain like it on the windscreen. And then I don't know what happened. The gods came out and said, here you go.
You're welcome.
Because as we started filming and we found the spot we were going to film, because we'd done a little recce, but obviously until you're there on the day, you don't really know if people are going to be in the same spot. Like there's going to be people in the way. You have to ask people kindly, do you mind just
going out the way?
Yeah. Pissing off in the nicest way possible. And as we started filming, the sun came out and it was still only, I'd say, 10 degrees, and I was in all these like little kind of cute summery outfits. I was freezing. Absolutely freezing. But yeah, it's kind of like a summery fun. There's dancing involved as well.
Yeah.
So I dance a bit, and there's some of my friends who are backing dancers who are full-time musicians, full-time dancers, who are super, super talented. And so it looks like it would have been the most fun thing to film.
It doesn't come across like you're freezing your ass off.
Exactly. When you look at all the behind the scenes little videos on on my iPhone or whatever, we've all got coats on. Some of the girls had dressing gowns on. It was just complete opposite of what it seems. Plus, I think like the director Dan, he even kind of got the exposure, like overexposed everything a little bit to make it that much brighter, and and it literally looks like mid-August. It's brilliant because it was just the opposite.
So who's the guy, Dan?
Dan Sloan, yeah. So he's the director. He's based in Liverpool, and he directed my first music video for a song called "Won't Let This Love Go," which was on the beach in West Kirby Beach. And then we worked together again for the Confident video.
Well, it looks great. So people at home, go and check out the video.
Please, because it was a lot of effort went into it. Please enjoy. Go and enjoy it.
There's been so many videos that I've worked on where like there's one that I did recently. It was like a green screen one. I literally spent 4 months editing it, and then like
I can believe it.
The artist like put it out, and it's like it's still like all right, but I'm just like, why haven't more people watched this?
I know, but it is so soul destroying, and it can be, but I think you've just got to. I'm so glad I did it, but it's funny because the "Won't Let This Love Go" video that I did on the beach with Dan, it was like so impromptu. Like we'd only kind of met through Instagram like a few months prior, and I was like, I don't really know what I want to do, and he was like, if you're happy for me to take the reins, I'll take the reins on this, and it was literally just a case of me kind of miming the song, obviously running on the beach. I had a couple of outfit changes. It was like just so chill in comparison to the Confident video. It got like 60,000 views or something on YouTube. Confident just didn't quite get there. But anyway, it happens. You're always going to have things that don't do as well as you expect, and also vice versa.
And it's a piece of posterity as well. It's
exactly, and I'm so glad. And I met some amazing people. The woman that choreographed the whole thing is a woman called Emma Thomas, and she's an amazing dancer choreographer. She was actually my old dance teacher when I danced when I was a lot younger. So it was just cool because I met and spent time with a lot of really cool people. So
nice.
Yeah, it was a good experience on the whole.
A positive.
Now that we're nearly a year on,
you can look back.
I can look back and go, oh my God, I'm so glad I did that. So
track 3.
Yeah.
What do we do for that one?
So track 3 is a song called Midnight in Rome, which again wasn't out when I last saw you. That came out in September. And it's kind of based on true events and kind of not, because my boyfriend and I met when I was living in Italy. Hence the Italy reference, and we actually went to Rome for a weekend, but when I was in lockdown I had like basically no inspiration, because obviously we were at home, nothing was happening. I hadn't seen Max for a long time, like it was like 4 or 5 months at a time between the lockdowns that we didn't get to see each other, so there was no new memories or no new anything to like write about. So I was like, what can I write about that I kind of feel like I've experienced? And I was like, why don't I write something about I don't know, that trip that we did to Rome 3 years ago. And that's how that song was born, kind of loosely based off the weekend that we had there. We got the train there, so the bit at the beginning about like waiting for the train, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, kind of loosely based off that little experience that we had, which was lovely. But obviously, as I say, written 3 years later because of COVID and everything. So yeah, that's one. I love that. People seem to love that song.
It's a good tune.
People seem to love that. It's weird. I wouldn't kind of necessarily class it as like my favourite song I've ever written. And it's like one of my dad's favourites. Like every time I'm gigging, he's like, "You're going to sing Midnight in Rome."
Oh, really?
Sing Midnight in Rome.
Right.
He loves it. Absolutely loves it. So yeah, I like it. It's got a nice little special place in my heart. But it's I wouldn't say it's my favourite I've ever written. But
it's funny what people like. It's funny like how people gravitate towards
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can never predict what people
You never
are gonna...
predict. Like, I would never have said that kind of fast-spoken verse, and it's there's a lot of space in that song. Like, I would have never said, like, oh, that's my dad's favourite, because my dad loves a lot of, like, Motown, like, again, you know, funk, soul, and I thought maybe kind of Mama Jane, or even, like, Giving You All My Love is a bit more funky.
Yeah.
And yet, Midnight in Rome is his favourite, so... You cannot predict what your fans, my dad's my fan. How sad is that? What they're going to like until it's out.
And then track 4.
Track 4 is a new song called Giving You All My Love, which is out now. Again, I'm trying to think back. It's hard to think about all the songs and when they were written, and I never think about that now that they're kind of out, because a lot of these songs were written, you know, good 1 to 2 years ago now. But Giving You All My Love was co-written with a friend of mine, Chris, who is a close friend of mine, and we do a lot of co-writing together, Chris Markey. And yeah, we co-wrote that over Zoom. I think it might have been in a lockdown. I'm trying to think back, but in one of the lockdowns, maybe first or second lockdown. And then a friend of mine and producer, Nien, he kind of took the song and flipped it on its head, because when we first wrote it, it was like just keys, a lot more kind of ballady.
Okay.
And yeah, Nien is an amazing producer and musician, and he literally flipped the song on its head. He was like, what if we speed it up by, like, I don't know, 6 BPM or maybe even more? Because at first it was like, through every high, every low. And I was like, through every high, every low.
Yeah.
So it's super kind of fun. Just like completely different to what we had intended it to be. And yet I love it. And when I played it at the gigs in February, and actually I only played it in February for the first time at the Camden Assembly gig, people loved it because it's upbeat and it's fun, and people can bop along to it, and it's good vibes. So that's out now. So Giving You All My Love, definitely go and stream that. It's out, and I love that one. It makes me happy when I play that one.
It's a great tune.
Thank you.
How do you, like, keep, obviously, like, for people that aren't, like, artists or creatives, it's like there's always that challenge of trying to keep things fresh and enjoyable. Is there, like, do you just sort of have to let things sit once it's done, and then you come back round to it, or, you know?
Well, I think 2 different kind of processes for me. Oh, you're right, James. 2 different processes in terms of once a song's written and then taking it from that written stage through to releasing it. I do think having a bit of space and time with that is always good for me.
Sure.
I like to kind of make, you know, playlists of artists I'm loving at the moment, production points I'm loving, notes of what I would like to hear in that song. And I think that's really important. From, as I say, there's so much that goes, as I'm sure you'll know, goes in between writing a song and then having it to that final mixed mastered product that comes out, and, you know, your name's on it, and it's kind of there forever, even though it's not. Obviously you can go, oh, I'll take it down, but it's out in the world then. And it is such a big process and such a big amount of work that goes into it that I do think sometimes you need a bit of space to come back to it and go, oh, I'd love to do this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
But in terms of writing and keeping fresh and not getting bored, I actually did, I challenged myself this January to writing a new song every other day.
Oh, how did that go?
It was really hard.
I can imagine.
It was really hard. I thought, because I basically tried to do it, so I was like, right, I'm only going to challenge myself to writing a minimum of 30 seconds. So it doesn't have to be a whole song.
Okay, right.
But it's quite hard to go, oh, I'm only going to write a verse, you know, or like, because then it just feels a bit pointless. You kind of need to write a verse, pre-chorus, chorus for it to feel like you've written something that could be transformed into a full song.
Sure.
So I started it probably a few days after. I definitely didn't do a whole month's worth of every other day. I think I probably did about 10.
Hey, that's still good.
10 of them. But it was a great practice because I'd been out of practice for a while of like sitting down, whether that was using an instrument, using Splice, using something to kind of give me a bit of inspiration. And it was really difficult. It was I called it the January creations. and obviously the January Creations Challenge, and it was definitely a challenge. It was definitely like halfway through I was like, why? And I posted it on Instagram as well. So it was like people were like, oh, I can't wait for the next one, and I was like, great, there isn't anything yet.
Let's pile the pressure on there.
Exactly. You
mentioned Splice though.
Yeah.
What's that? So
Splice is I actually was really new to Splice, so that was again one of my kind of like New Year's resolutions, was downloading Splice, which is basically like a whole kind of, I wouldn't say it's a store, but it's like a platform where it has a load of different, what's the word for it? Samples. So like, you know, loads of different keys samples. You can literally go in and choose your instrument, choose your key, even choose your BPM, and then you like hear all these things, and it's basically people put them on Splice and you pay like a monthly subscription to be able to download them and use them royalty free. So like, you know, you can download something off Splice and then put it in your song and release that song as an original song.
No way.
But it will only be like, you know, it won't be a whole minute. It'll be like a chord progression. And then what most people say is like, you should really download it and then change it up in Logic, for example. So like, it's not exactly the same as when you downloaded it. I didn't do that because too much effort. And at that point, I didn't know if I was going to release the songs. So I was just like, oh, I'll just leave them as they are. But it's great because as someone who plays the keyboard or plays the piano and kind of plays a little bit guitar, but it's not my strength. Sometimes getting inspiration when you only know like 4 chords is really tough. So having that platform where you can just like go on it and like you'll hear this like, you know, I don't know, guitar riff or something, and it'll be like, oh my God, I love that. And I can hear, you know, I can hear something being written to that. So that's why I kind of did it, just to give me a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of a head start for these new January Creation songs. I think out of 10, I'll probably release 3 or 4.
That's not bad going, you know. A month's work. I'll take that. And as I said earlier, like getting from that one point to the final point, it'll probably be a good few months before any of them are born. But I'll take it. There's some good songs in there that I think would be quite cool to release. Nice.
So
So what have you got going on over the next few months? So Giving You All My Love's out. The Confident EP is going to be coming out. Do we have a date on that?
I have a date on my calendar.
But you're not going to tell people.
I can't remember what it is. It's not that I don't want to tell people and that, oh no, I can't tell you. I'd tell you if I could remember. And I can't remember what it is. But yeah, so they'll be announcing that soon. And that will feature a lot of the singles from, you know, that I played today. Confident, Mama Jane, Midnight in Rome, Giving You All My Love, plus 1 or 2 acoustic versions of those songs. And then one little surprise song at the end, which I'm not going to release as a single. I'm just going to put that in the EP and let people enjoy.
Lovely.
So that's it. That's that in terms of releases. I've got a couple of features coming up. Again, nothing's been announced, so can't say too much about that, but hopefully some cool little features will be coming from me. And then the final thing, which I haven't actually announced yet, I've actually got a gig at XOYO in London, which is another music venue, and that's going to be a full band gig again. So I'm going to be playing a lot of the songs that I played today, maybe a couple of covers thrown in there, and that's Saturday the 8th of October.
Cool. Is there a place where people need to buy tickets?
There is, all in my Instagram bio. So Amber Prothero, you can buy tickets for that. Anyone that's in London, around London, wants to travel to London, please come.
Nice.
It's going to be a fun night.
Nice.
So yeah, that's it from me for now. That's it from me.
See you later. Well, it's been lovely to have you back on again.
Honestly, it's been such good fun. I actually feel a bit more energized now. I don't know
I do as well. We should have just like shifted this like an hour later. And then would have been all right.
Exactly. No, I feel good, and I thank you very much for having me again.
It's okay. I've got one more question.
Yeah.
The classic question.
Oh God.
If you could sum this podcast up in 3 words, what would it be? I've got 3 words. So I'll give you my 3.
I feel like you're going to steal my 3.
Oh, interesting. I'm going to say a courageous return.
Oh. Wow.
That is 3. That is.
I definitely wasn't going to steal that. I was going to say like half asleep.
Is that like 2 words or 1 word?
1 word.
With a hyphen.
With a hyphen.
Yeah, nice.
Because I feel like we've all been quite sleepy today.
We have, yes.
I would say, you always tell me not to overthink it. And I did this last time. You're like, just think of 3 words. Come back.
Come back.
Because it's a comeback, you know?
A half asleep comeback.
Half asleep comeback. And one more word. It's just a pleasure is the word I would use, because it's always great. Like, we have a great time.
We do.
And we have a good laugh. And playing the new tunes was pleasurable. So, yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you very much, Amber. I hope the new releases and everything goes well.
Thank you
gigs.
so much.
Go and check out Amber's stuff online at Amber Prothero.
That's it. Just Amber Prothero. You'll find me on anything: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Find me. And yeah.
It's all there. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We're going to be back again with another artist next week. I can't remember who it is.
Without looking at your calendar.
So, exactly, Amber, exactly.
Sleepy, I told you, half asleep.
It's too hard today. Let's
go home and have a
So if you want to find out what that is, follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. A new artist out every week. We do live sessions, we do interviews, all good things. Remember to go check out Amber's stuff, and we will see you all again next week.
Bye.
Goodbye for now.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast to catch up on new episodes every week. Also, check us out on our Facebook and Instagram at RecRooms, where you can find out about our other exciting music series. We also have this and all our other episodes of the podcast up on our RecRooms YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure. See you next time.